This is Coach K, Coach LeSean McCoy at Bishop McDeffitt High School in Harrisburg. Glad to be here with Class Act. Wonderful that you're here celebrating Community Day with LeSean. Thanks for being here.
Class Act Sports joined today by LeSean McCoy, high school coach, Coach K.
Yep.
How you doing, man?
I'm doing great. It's a lovely day out here enjoying ourselves with the community.
Well, what are you doing cooking, man? I mean, you're the coach. You know, you got to cook too?
That's my thing. That's what I do. I just cook them up for hamburgers and hot dogs and making sure all the people are happy today.
Well, talk a little bit about LeSean and what he meant to you and you know, you coached him in high school.
Right.
You know, why are you still involved in his life right now?
Sure. Well, LeSean, when he was a young athlete, he had a lot of talent and bright kid and really worked hard. And I saw something and I thought, you know, we could get him to Sunday. And he had some opportunities along the way where he, like all of us, had some trials and tribulations. And I hung with him along those times, and we grew close, and the family grew close. And over a period of time, it just turned into family. Here I am, you know.
I mean, what do you see in him as a young kid to make you want to step in and be kind of like that father figure mentor to him?
Well, I tell you what you see as an athlete is only really a portion of who LeSean is as a person. The real dimension that brought me to LeSean is who he is as a person. And when his athletic days are over, we'll have a lot more fun because we can spend more time together. But for me, it had very little to do with how athletic he was and everything to do with who he was as a person. And that's a function of his parents. His parents brought him up right, and he had a good people around him, and as a result, LeSean's made good decisions, and he will continue to make good decisions.
Well, he coming back in his hometown of Harrisburg, PA. You know, had his bowling event last night. Got his basketball shootout today.
Right.
Talk about the job and the charity work that he's been able to bring back to this community.
Well, you know, here's a 21-year-old young man who not everybody is as aware as LeSean is, that his notoriety and his talent can bring back to the community and give back. And the weather's a little skeptical today, but the spirit isn't falling. LeSean is going to bring some players from the Eagles. We're going to have a great time, and I think it's a tribute to him as a person and his family that he'd come back home and celebrate. He could have done this in Philadelphia, but this is home for LeSean, and he wants to treat the people right.
Well, last question, you know, did you see back then when he was a young pup, you know, that he was going to turn out to be the player he is today with the Philadelphia Eagles? Yeah,
you can see he had the talent. You know, LeSean got what those twisty hips, right? He'd make them miss, and when they miss, they look, where'd he go, you know? So he likes the boundary, which is good. He gets out, doesn't get hit by them tough corners coming up. But he's smart, he's talented, and the Lord willing, he stay healthy. LeSean is going to be heard from in this league for many, many years ahead.
Well, this is Victor Green, joined by Class Act coach, Coach K, Coach LeSean McCoy through high school, and you're watching Class Act Sports.